You're tuned in to Donk Planet Live behind the scenes. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe and be a part of the team. You hear me?
If you in a 7-1, boy, make that bitch run. If you in a 7-2, make it do what it do. If you in a 7-3, see it slide like a G. If you in a 7-4, boy.
Getting back to the Trick Daddy car now. You was talking about something. You said you about to go what kind of motor in here?
LS 8.1, which is a LS 502 block with a lot of horsepower and a pretty good amount of torque, like 600. I'm sorry, like in the high 400s of torque and like 670 something pounds of horsepower.
Yeah. Usually I hear people talking about when it comes to the LS engines. Usually I hear people talking about 6.0s and 6.2s. What made you go with an 8.0? You say?
Well, actually, my first engine builder, the first person to actually put a high performance motor together for me. He shopped it to me a while back, and the technology for it wasn't there.
Okay.
It is now here. It's not a lot of things for it, but the big boys that make like custom intakes and things of that sort, they have graduated themselves to that size of a motor. It's basically the 454 of motors, but from stock it comes 502, so it's a stock 502 motor, which is badass. I feel like in this particular build, I have people rooting for me.
Yeah.
I have people that's that are not making it complicated for me because they want to see the success with the car and with, you know, the parts house and what I have going on.
Yeah.
So in that particular case, I say, you know what, I might as well go with the 8.1 because it's available for me, and I know that I have the right resources to make it the best that it could be. So I have a guy by the name Hot Rod D. He's very popular here in Miami for the LS motors. He does very well with them. He's graduated with them, and he said he was excited about the build once I let him know that I had it. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now going into Trick Daddy's car, I remember after it catching fire and the videos being posted online by Trick Daddy himself, people were like, you know, you always have the arguments online. People like, oh, it looked like the fire came from the trunk. Oh, it looked like the fire came from inside the car. Oh, it looked like the fire came from under the hood. Being that you done broke the car down and you done took all the whole front end off or what have you, can you now see where the fire started from? In this particular case, because we did sandblasting already to prep before fresh wells, it's harder to see, but being that I was the one who actually received the car for its teardown, prior to me purchasing it, the way the fire was, you had what the fire department did as far as cutting and slicing, and how they went about attacking the fire. They didn't do any damage to the passenger side of the car, but there was damage to the driver's side of the car. Also, the different materials and things that were here on the fender on this particular side, that was starting to burn, so you can kind of see where heat was. When you have a fire, they say that you always search for the hot points or the hot spots pertaining to the situation or the object that caught on fire. In this particular case, I saw that in this particular area right here was like the hottest point or the most damage pertaining to the fire. So with this being said, if you look at this side of the car and you look at that side of the car, you can see what you would have to have knowledge of what the car is totally supposed to look like. You can see that everything's still intact and informed that there was light damage or very little action going on this particular side of the car. Now, when you go to this side, the driver's side, you can see that it was some activity going on in this particular area. You even have remnants of charred, in this particular case, probably plastic. Now, when you know the car, you'll know the car that the fuse box sits here.
Okay.
Now, fuse box sits here, and you got a fire here. Now, from the fuse box, the wires run through here on this side of the car. They stop at the radiator support, and then it's a line ran across the top of the radiator support just for the lighting system.
Okay.
With that being said, on the other side of the actual car, let me get this out of the way. On the other side of the car, if you take a look, you can see that there was some damage up in this area of the car.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at the damage on the other side of the wall and on this side of the wall, okay, we know for a fact the fire was on this side of the car. Now, the only thing that can really start a fire inside of a car is fuel and electricity.
Fuel and electricity?
Fuel and electricity. Now, if we had a motor that did not have fuel running in different spots, areas underneath the hood compartment, then you would probably have to assess that. But in this particular case, it was a carburetor motor here, and two things could have possibly happened when you had a carburetor motor and you have, of course, electricity running through the car. Is gas can spit out, or gas can trickle down the carburetor and move down the intake and cause a fire, usually on the top side of a motor.
Yeah.
Or it can start at the top and it can catch fire for oil or any type of flammable chemical that drops down the motor. In this particular case, being that I was able to see the motor that was in here before it was taken out, you could see that there was no fire on the top side of the motor.
Okay.
So that means that fire did not reach there. It was down here on the side. So the only thing that leads me to believe that the fire started here in this area, and it was due to electricity and not fuel, is because of the fuse box and the wiring that goes through this area. So in this particular case, it was a electrical fire. Electrical fire. Some way, somehow, something touched, something became faulty. Could be anything, a bad butt, connection, a wire, a hot wire was left not connected. Yeah. Or it could have been something grounded out. Which.
Okay, so basically you telling me that is an electrical fire that started in front of the car.
Correct. The reason why it's electrical fire, or why my analysis is that it's an electrical fire, is because the fire reached only to the front part of the front seat. Okay. It didn't go beyond that area. It stayed on this side of the firewall in this area, and it stayed on the firewall right here underneath the dashboard area. So, one, it was not close to where any fuel was, because fuel would be from this point to the same point on the other side, up and to the same point on the other side. Okay. And two is because it was right here where the fire was, and the only thing that's on this side of the firewall besides hardened parts is electrical wires. Okay. And the only thing that's on this side of the actual wall is electrical wires. And this is where all the damage was. Okay. So that leads me to believe that there was something faulty in the electrical system.
Okay, definitely. We glad you cleared that up. One of the other questions I want to ask you was, I know you can't put a due date on Donk, and you know we trying to keep up with this build because we know that this build is legendary, being it came from Trick Daddy. Well, it was once Trick Daddy's and it is now yours. So when can we expect to see the finished product?
Well, you know, because the Donk game stressful for me as well. That's because I can't do everything myself, no matter how much I know how to do. Definitely. I still have to run the business, and my customers come first. Yep. For the most part, it's close to the same way it was the last time we were with it. So, you know, other than just being in line, because I respect all other businesses that I hire to do work for me or whatever the case may be. It's supposed to actually go tomorrow. That's the reason why it's pulled out. Okay. But I chose to let a customer of mine, a convertible, a 73 convertible that one of my customers purchased from me. I I preferred to let his car go first, just out of respect to the process of what me and him and I agreed to as far as what we were going to do.
Yeah.
So I prioritized. Sorry about that.
No problem.
So I prioritized him first.
Okay.
Over just this build, but still knew that it was going in soon. But for the most part, I'm thinking more like 2021.
Okay.
I mean, 2020 has already had its staple on our lives, really. So it allows me for to get the simple things done now, the foundation, things of that sort, and then go after the details and the beautifying of the car, because this car is basically going to give everything from the rooter to the tutor. So like I was saying before, it's not easy really to build a car from scratch, from beginning to end, when you have to do everything.
Yeah.
So in that particular case, I expect 2021 is going to be a lot of fun things that's going to be presented to this car. A lot of ideas, a lot of custom stuff. Matter of fact, I have some parts in the front because,
okay,
you know, today's Sunday, so
yeah,
I'm dedicated to this day. So if you want to, I can check out something in the front.
All right, let's go check out them parts.
All right.
You heard them, folks. Sometime 2021. Sometime 2021. Y'all could expect to see Trick Daddy old car done. Sometime in 2021, you hear me? But yeah, let's go over here and see about these parts that he's going to show us. Wait, hold on. Also, before we get back there, before we go over there, make sure y'all subscribe to Donk Planet on YouTube for your chances to win a donk. We are giving a donk away once we hit 100,000 subscribers, but you must subscribe. You must spread the word, therefore, so we can get to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, you hear me? Comment, tell a friend, watch the videos, you hear me? Also, if you're looking to purchase Donk Planet merch, link is in the description of the video. If you want to stream the intro song, link is in the description of the video. Also available on Apple Music and YouTube Music, you hear me? Now let's go over here and see what parts he's going to show us, okay? Hey, by the way, did you come up with a name for the 75 yet?
Oh yeah, Dundada.
The 75 Dundada?
The 75 Dundada.
Oh man, that's what's up, man. That's a dope name, man.
305.
That's what's up. That's what's
Barnes
up.
House love the kids too.
That's what's up. But this is the parts right here you showing us?
Yeah, this is the particular radiator support I picked out for Dundada. It's brand new old stock.
New old stock radiator support.
Radiator support.
You don't see that every day.
No, you don't. Especially a 1975 Caprice, which is like the most valued 71 through 76 Chevy vehicle.
Yeah.
Which is very special. If you ever go to an auction and try to buy one of these Chevy convertibles, 75 is the big ticket.
For real?
Yeah. 71 is the next big ticket because it's the oldest.
Yeah.
And especially if you have one with all the bells and whistles, it'll be something very, very, very nice for a check. Now in this particular case, it has a little wrapping stuff on it. But this is a brand new radiator support.
Yeah.
Never been on the car. It's powder coated black now. I took it to Sammy's powder coating. So it's a little dusty, you know, from being at the shop before it got wrapped up. But I really feel inspired.
It's crispy though, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Crispy. I mean, ain't nothing better than brand new.
What? You ain't lying,
boy. Good product.
What?
You know,
Thing crispier than a 4-piece at Popeyes, you hear me?
Yeah. So in this particular case, what I'm doing with Dundada is everything with Dundada is going to get like top of the line items, like one of my stainless steel boat kits. Also my headlight kit, which you know gives you brand new springs and the brand new plastics that go in all these particular different spots.
Yeah.
Even down to the grommet. So in this case, it's my time to shine with one of the Donks. I know.
No, boy, you gonna be shining, boy. Yeah, man, y'all gotta get that parts toss for these parts, man. I gotta get me a set of these windshield wipers. These things crispy. You hear me? Got them parts, man. At the parts house, you hear me?
Little something. Customers Grill redid this one. Shout out to Tim.
Yeah.
He bought a 73 convertible from me. He had that part where he just got out the paint shop.
Yeah.
And he asked me to redo his grills for him.
Okay.
So that's just taking what they have and making the best out of it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Tell the people how they can get in contact with you. They need to get the parts.
You can always contact me on Instagram at the Parts House OEM, or you can also hit up my new website, at the Parts House OEM. That's a new web page. It's in the making. It already started earlier this week. So that'll be a new identity to be able to purchase parts from the Parts House. Any questions, my number is always on the home page, which is 786-290-9789. I prefer at times for a person to call, but if you can't call, it's a cell phone number, so you can always text me a question, because it gets confusing with cell phone and DMs, because I don't know everybody's IG name. And I'm also on Facebook, and you can always message me on that also. So I'll be waiting, and everyone's welcome, and I appreciate it.
That's what's up, man. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you bringing us these parts. You know, we need these parts for the Donk culture, so we appreciate that, man. We appreciate you taking this time to do this behind the scenes video with us. Keep grinding, man. Keep doing what you do.
All right, thank you.
No problem. But yeah, folks, that's what we wanted to show y'all today. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stay and follow around the Trick Daddy build with the Parts House, you hear me? The old Trick Daddy build, which is not a Parts House car. It's called the Dun Dada, in case you didn't hear what he said. But yeah, folks, that's what we wanted to show you guys today. So until next time, keep it locked right here. Don't Planet Live behind the scenes, yeah?